Welcome to the ultimate Niraj. Are you the one worried about the family you got? Do you think that you don't have enough money to eat food? Due to this problem, are you think how to be successful? If you are one of them, in this world,
let's see the story of Domino's Pizza. It is the year 1937, at the city of Michigan in America. There was a baby born for a below-middle-class family and his name was Tom. When he was born, he did not know that he will face a lot of problems. At the age of 4, Tom's father died and his mother did not have any good work to maintain the family. Tom had a brother, so maintaining 2 kids at home is very hard.
7 years passed, still Tom will wait at the gate to check whether his mother picks him or not. But finally, his mother came one day to pick their kids back home. After they reach home, Tom asked his mother why she did not come to pick them. His mother answered that she did not get a good job to maintain the family. But now she got a good family, so she picked her kids back home. After that also, Tom did not have a good life or enjoyable life, because though his mother got good job, there was a lot of loss and sadness, and hence they could not get happiness. Due to this problem, her mother could not maintain their family happily. Her mother could not be kind to their kids. Tom could understand his mother's problems, so he decided to work instead of sitting in the house. He started to work because he don't want to go back to orphanage. He was doing any type of work, though it is hard, and he did the jobs he did not like. He thought that he could take care of his family for at least a bit. Though Tom liked his mother and worked to take care of the family, but his mother did not take so much care of her family. Tom was thinking that he should not go to orphanage again but need to be happy with his mother, but that did not happen. His mother always scolds Tom and his brother, saying that she will be sending them back to orphanage. One day, his mother sent them back to orphanage. Tom know that he could be happy with his mother, but Tom again goes into sadness. Tom know that he should not feel deep with sadness, so he escaped from the orphanage. He also decided to go to school to have better life. To go to school, Tom needs lot of money. He thought of asking his mother, but what if she sends back to orphanage, so he did not ask his mother. He decided to manage by himself by going to any type of jobs to get money. Somehow he managed to get money and he joined the school. He cannot enjoy like other kids in the school, because after school he needs to go work to get money. Every day he will be leaving school by 6 o'clock and going to bowling alley. He will be going by 6 o'clock and working till 2 o'clock. Due to this, Tom did not sleep for many days. He used this money to pay the fees for the school. This life was not continuing because he went to higher studies. At higher studies the fees would increase, so he again feels hard. He starts to search for jobs at weekends so that he can go to school at weekdays. He got a job, but this is very dangerous job. He has to take care of the plants at a farm. You may think it's very easy, but the problem is he went at the winter season. And the place where he stays is also not so safe, because there is no wall at the top, so the snow will fall on his head. He is not having any proper cloths to live there. At least he should wear a proper shoes to live there, but he is not having the base of the shoe. He is wearing the shoe because without shoes he is not allowed at the school. After going to that job, he was able to join the high school. He was working to just complete the higher studies, and he was unable to complete the higher studies as he was not having enough money to continue. He was unable to join any schools due to lack of money. He was not having any jobs and he went into depression. Due to depression he thought of going to his mother. He went to meet his mother, but she was scolding him more than how she was before. This she did not send him out of the house, but Tom went to jail because his mother said. Tom did not have any idea what to do. But luckily Tom's aunt and uncle came to pick up Tom from the jail. They even helped Tom to complete his higher studies. Tom thought that using their help he can complete college. After going to college, Tom understood that they are not having enough of money to complete college. So without any other option, Tom drops college. Tom went into depression because he was having loss in him entire life. Though Tom was under depression, he again started to work. He decided to work at Marine. After that he was sent out of Marine. This time he had $2,000 with him. Tom was not using that money to eat, but he used to complete his college. But suddenly a thief took Tom's money and ran away. Again Tom is not having money. But Tom was not sitting, he was thinking what to do next. Suddenly Tom's brother calls him for a business deal. He said that there was a cheap pizza shop to buy and he said we can divide into 50% and buy the shop. Tom was having nothing, so he decided to buy the shop. As Tom was not having any money, he needs to work hard to get the 50% of the price. After working hard, Tom get that money and buys the shop. The name of the shop is Dominic's. He gave all the money and bought the shop and Tom had just $77. Tom cannot run his business with $77, so he decided to ask for loan. Tom thought he could run his business successfully and repay the loan, but it did not happen like that. It is because his brother who called Tom to run the pizza shop found out that the shop was not running properly, so he asked him back the share and he also said that Tom will be the owner of the shop. Tom returned the share to them. Now the loan which Tom bought has reduced because he gave most of the money to his brother. The small amount he had, he should use it to run the shop. Running the shop using that amount will not work out. Using that amount he cannot run his personal life too. So he decided to leave his rented house and stay at his pizza shop so that he don't need to pay rent. In that same shop he will sleep and work. Tom cannot eat the pizza because the same thing cannot be given to customers and which will become a loss to the shop. So he will not be eating foods from the shop. Tom's business goes into loss and due to this some workers started to leave the shop. Tom goes into depression due to this issue. One day, after most of the workers leaving the shop, he decided to reduce the number of pizza variety. He kept a board called limited amount, and when he kept that, all the people saw that and came inside the shop. He got a huge profit which he did not get in his entire shop time. Then Tom understood that the mistake was in his side. He also understood he did not know how to do business. And now he understood that keeping less menu brings more customers. Every day he used to have less things in his menu, and from that, his business started to run good. But in between he got losses in his job because of his name of the shop. The shop did not run so much, but he thought of starting another shop. The second shop also got so much of profit. A person got angry on this and called Tom asking a big amount. Tom was shocked and asked who was he. The person answered that he was the old owner of the shop. He also said that he just sold the shop, not the name. He said the name of the shop is still on his hands. Tom got shocked after knowing it and he had no another choice. Many people are coming to the shop due to the name, and if he changes the name, the business may go under loss. So Tom paid the amount to that person.
But he had a lot of problem, but he was able to solve all the problems because he had enough experience from his childhood. He was able to solve the problems until a problem arises. At 1969, Tom had 32 branches and suddenly his business falls. Tom could not understand what to do at that time. Tom decided to ask for some more loans at the bank to maintain the business, but bank did not give any more loans because his company was going under loss.
Tom was having a loan of $1.5 million. There is a lose in his company as well as a lot of loan amount pending, so all the people who bought the branches started to ask money and they are planning to leave the shop. Not only them, but in between the company investors ask money from Tom and start to scold him. Tom was under pressure. Al thought Tom was under pressure, he was calm. After this issues, there was a very big problem for Tom. The investors and the people who bought Tom's branches went to the police station and filed case on him. At this moment also, Tom was very calm. He also said that he does not want to run from this problem but to find the right solution. After thinking a lot, Tom got some ideas. The first idea was, if you order a pizza, we will deliver it within 30 minutes or pizza is for free. After this, the owner of 32 branches got angry and started to scold Tom. But Tom informed that this is his company and it's his wish to develop rules. So without any other option, all other branches applied the same rule. Over here, many people thought they are far from the shop and delivering a pizza will take more than 30 minutes, so they thought they can get free pizzas and everybody started to order pizzas from Tom. And the main fact is, wherever the shop is, everybody delivers the pizza on time. This thing impressed all people as well as increased the order, and all branches owners were happy. Tom was the first person to deliver pizzas. Tom also used another idea. While delivering the pizzas, the pizza would get dried. So many people stopped ordering pizzas for door delivery. Due to this issue, Tom thought of the solution. He had an idea to change the box so that it has some holes in it so that the pizza should not get dried up, as well as maintain the moisture in the pizza. Tom asked this type of box to the experts, but they replied that they cannot create a box of this kind. But Tom asked a simple question to them, that America is going to moon and landing rocket, but I am just asking to make a simple box. If you cannot make this box, then why are you accept? He also said that he needs that kind of box for sure. After Tom informed this, they worked hard to produce this kind of box, and this is the box which we use while we eat pizza. After using this box to deliver the pizzas was fresh. Now there are many people buying pizzas from Tom. Tom thought of one more idea, which was free franchise, which means no initial fee. To buy a franchise, initial fee should be paid so much, but Tom has changed this concept and gave it for free, but with one condition. If the person can run the franchise successful for 1 year, then they can continue, or else you should close the shop. From Tom's side, he will give things perfectly, but he will check whether the person is having enough knowledge to run the shop, and to check that, Tom introduced the free franchise idea. The business went successful. At 1969 there was only 32 stores, but at 1983 there was 1,000 stores. And now at the entire world, there are 85 counties which has Domino's Pizza and more than 5,000 stores. The total value of Domino's Pizza is $9 billion. The moral of this story is that you should not complain things near you. You should always think in a different way so that you can succeed at your life. Now many people knows Domino's and we all buy Domino's Pizza. If you think you know any people who have the same situation as Tom, share the video to them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have learned something new today, make sure you add it in the comments section. Please wait till my next video. Until then, bye and thanks for watching.